Renfrew sold their post office. That's about the recommended I got right now. From that Your TV. Okay, so I went and did the egg recon, and I forgot that I left the other streams on. So there is people did see me. I thought the streams were all off. So there is sort of a record of my egg collecting. I just did another painkiller. Today's bad. So I'm just gonna have a coffee here, and I'm gonna try to do some work. Well, as soon as the painkiller kicks in, but it's like I gotta bloat. I gotta like it's like mung mouth. Like my mouth is really dry today. It's like it's like this pinched nerve is like doing something wicked right now, folks. Stephanie, Stephanie, I've been meaning to send you a big, I guess we could call it a sloppy kiss thank you email, but I haven't because, well, I'm having a little bit of a problem here. Oh, oh. So I'm just going to do a real quick um, coffee here. It's bad today, Tom. Thank you for so understanding, Stephanie. I'm so far behind on computer work. I'm starting to crack. I'm starting to crack now. I don't know. I think a lot of my problem, though, I think a lot of it is stress. I'm stressed out. That's why my back is so bad. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I've never had it last this long like this, and I think, I think, I, th- I think it's all stress because of what all the crap with what's going on with YouTube and then just having a sore back because of sitting in front of the computer and but I got wicked bloat today, folks. Like it's like hurts. It's like it's like I'm just rock hard all on the sides. Like my the nerve that's pinched is like it's causing like a contortion thing happening inside my body. It was hard doing the eggs. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard. And I called my buddy because I was going to get him to come do the eggs for me, but he wasn't. Keith wasn't around. Yeah, I went to the doc and he adjusted me, and but the problem is that I'm under a whole bunch of crap right now because of this hobby that I have, doing stuff on YouTube and everything that's going on and not going the best, and it sort of got me a little bit screwed up. I think. Well, if you would have watched the mainstream, Stephanie, because they were running in the barn, you would have got a good down low view of what I went through, or in the goose shed. Do you believe it? The geese, I uh, I crawled on the ground and there was only two eggs in the goose shed. I bet I could have left them. It was hard getting down for the goose shed because I was really really stiff. That got a little bit looser in the barn. Well, in the hospital, I uh, I did the ducks, the aspirin for the little duckies. I had to get into the hospital bed with them. I couldn't do it from the outside and bend over. I had to get inside. I don't have a pooper scooper, Jasmine. I could have used one of them stupid tools that they had for picking eggs up. It's like a squeeze thing, and it's got and it's one of those stupid tools. This is the very first time I could have used one. In all the years I've been doing this today. Hopefully tomorrow I don't. But I just pumped another painkiller into me. It's got the pain's going to be gone soon. It's going to be artificially suppressed. But the bloat, folks, is brutal. It's just like it feels like I'm gonna explode. It's just I've had this before with a pinched nerve. I know, Susie, we're all getting old and falling apart. Hey, this is the old folks club. This place. It's like there's not many of us that don't know what it's like to be falling apart. Oh, I wish you could have collected them for me too, Anita. No, it's like you know, it hurts so much you want to cry and laugh at the same time. That's bad. I just wish it would travel into my foot and become that pain in the bottom of my foot because then it wouldn't be affecting my back. I got no beer in the house. I had the back pain as a young lad too, Stephanie. I've had back pain since my car accident. I've been living with this for, oh, how old was I? 21 when I had the accident? I was like, I think my second year or first summer living away from home. I was 20. I was 20 years old. I wasn't even 21. I was 20 because it was my first year. I got out of the army, and I was my first summer in Calgary, and I got into a car accident. It wasn't even my fault. So it's like 36 years this summer. I know, we all hurt our backs. It's amazing, eh? Back injuries. It's amazing, actually, the amount of people. And then I always like the people who have never experienced back injuries and they just scoff you off like, oh, you wimp, walk it off, suck it up, you know? Susie, that's a good one. You think that it's the solidarity of us old folks suffering? And it's just like it's always good to tune into someone live. Oh, look, let's see what Matt's condition is today. And he's got to still work. At least I can sit here and just watch him. He's got to keep going. I hated the army. Don't thank me for it, okay? It was the biggest mistake of my life. It was like it was a bad life decision. Trust me. Don't thank me. Well, thank me I'm not in it. Uh, oh, Mandy. How's Mandy Lee? See you, Ford. This is just a quick stream, anyways, just to fill you in. I'm sorry that I cut the Ave Recon stream off, but I couldn't continue because I honestly thought I was going to start swearing, and then when I got back into the buildings and I realized that the streams were still running, and I couldn't even swear, so I could have just kept the camera on because I did bite my tongue. It had a little bit of tears in my eyes, but oh no, my gun shooting skills come from my young days. That's where I learned how to shoot. I could shoot ever since I was a young lad. I was given guns for presents. Those were the days. We used to shoot for things to do. What is your internet because you have something? records. I'm pretty sure. My internet company. Well, I'm technically on Cogeco cable through a wireless 5.4 gigahertz connection to a microwave tower to fiber optic on Cogeco is what my system is here through a little independent company, and but I'm capped at 10 down, 30 up. They can't do any more than 40 total, and it's iffy at the top 30. Really iffy. It sort of fluctuates on 5 streams. It sort of jumps around. It's not steady. 4 seems to be its limit, even though it's not burning the full 30. No. No. No, I'm on radio signal. Connected to microwave. Connected to fiber. It's a daisy chain of technology. I could stretch this morning too. That's what didn't make any sense. And I stretched last night too. Before I went to bed, I stretched, and I was perfectly limber. I was like I could touch my palm of my hands flat on the floor and still keep my legs straight. It was stretched right out. It was like, oh yes, no pain when I went to bed. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. just before 4, and wide awake, no pain. And I was contemplating getting up, but I said I really wanted to sleep because I'm really tired from the night before, and that seems to be my problem. Is that 4 a.m. till 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. stretch, it hurts my back. I wake up crippled when I wake up between 6:30 and 8. I'm crippled when I wake up. It's just I don't know what to do unless I just got to start my day at 4 a.m. Go till I'm crippled and then go back lay down. I don't know. I'm telling you, folks, it's got me all screwed up. It's like so much is trying to stop me from doing. It's like I never had so many roadblocks. It's just roadblock. Yeah, it's unlimited. Unlimited. I forget how many terabytes we did last year for the Ducks. From the time they got here to the time they left, I think it was 14 terabytes upload. It worked out to like, what was that? I figured it out on a cell plan. It was like $160,000 cell plan. Bigger obstacles before the next big leap. Yeah, but this sort of feels like a little bit of a kick in the head, Jasmine. The tower is right across the road from me. I can see it from my living room. It's at the radio station, Carter. Carter must be new to the show. He's asking a lot of tech questions. If I could get a hug that would put my back in, like one of those hugs where they squeeze and they go, oh, and then your back goes back in. Oh, I love that kind of hug. The painkiller's starting to work though, the second one. Well, I got no choice but to keep going through Copa. I, uh, I literally have a gun to my head. I do. Like there is a gun. There is a gun. It's invisible, but there is a gun to my head. I got no choice. I have to keep going. Like this isn't like an option. Oh, what do you want to do, Matt? Here's a choice. No, no, you gotta keep doing it. um, because believe me, I wish I had a choice. I do. I wish I had a choice that there was another option, but there isn't. Well, at least there hasn't been another option put in front of me, so I'm basically doing what I'm doing, and I gotta keep doing it. I gotta just keep doing it. Because if I give up now, that means PETA won. It certainly looks like that's what's going on. So that's what it certainly looks like. Which I gotta get contact that. That trusted flagger guy that everybody keeps telling me about. I sent him 4 messages. He never answered me. But I noticed this morning when I tweeted that that he had DM'd me back. So I gotta find out what he wants because what information he needs. See if he can help us. But he did finally reply. Finally. And like I think some fans reached out to him also. So I think that's why he finally replied. Well, actually, let me just go there right now. Let's just go. Well, we got you here because this is, I don't hide anything. I share all the misery. So, and I share the curveballs of the Ducks. So let's just see what he said. Messages. Oh, now he's asking for the links and the titles of both videos. Okay. All right. I gotta send him a message. Maybe he can't help us. Maybe he can't. Maybe he's that's weird. My whole screen just goes blue. Um, maybe he can help us. My internet service provider Carter doesn't do Saskatchewan, but it's not cheap. It's like $200 a month with tax is what it costs to run this show on internet. So it's a big internet bill because it's big service in the middle of nowhere. So actually, Diaz, I take my painkillers as soon as I get out of bed. As soon as I get out of bed. Carter, you need to search for local. Stop looking at the main guys. Um, um, you got to look for a little tiny company. Somebody who does radio is what you got to look for. There's got to be somebody out there. Because I know that my internet provider belongs to some kind of association for small internet providers. Oh, that's the deal. I'm gonna cook breakfast as soon as I can get the pain. I can stand. Standing up is brutal. Washing the eggs, but I can feel the painkiller starting to work now. Like, but I still got the bloat. I still feel like rock hard. It's like unbelievable, folks. It's like just solid. Like it's like there's no fat layer, nothing. It feels like I'm ripped. I'm not, but that's what it feels like. I'm so hard. The pinched nerve. It's like I'm just so tight. It's like it's really bizarre, folks. Like there's no mushiness at all. It's like it feels like I've been working out. It's like uh, oh, uh, I'm sitting here laughing at myself. Uh, well, I'm not getting discouraged, Vanita. I'm just going to keep pounding away. There's nothing I can do. There's no unemployment. Like you can't quit and go on unemployment when you're a YouTuber. You can't go on welfare. You can't. There's no social safety net for me. I have to keep going. Watch out! You can't trust anyone now answering questions. I don't understand that one, Barbara. I had a pair of running shoes in the house, Jasmine, but my feet have gotten bigger, so my running shoes don't fit. I had a pair of size 11, and it turns out, as I found out last year, is that when you get older, your feet get bigger, and now I'm a size 12, so my size 11 running shoes hurt my feet. Oh, I need a matching mug. You need a black mug with the logo, but we're doing the Magoo mug this morning. Oh. Well, I wouldn't say I have a great attitude. I'd have to say I'm stubborn, or also known as bullheaded. Some people say, "Oh, you're driven." No, I'm stubborn. you know, you know. Like I always get that. Oh, I'm a driven. I have a driven personality. That's code for you're stubborn. You know, that's what it is. So you're saying that's getting bigger too, Deb? Everything gets bigger as you get older? Uh, no, it's Canadian, persistent. That's what you're saying. Driven? I don't know. Canadian and Susie are pretty laid back. Pretty laid back, actually. We're we can be pretty apathetic sometimes, actually, or set in your ways when you're driven. There's so many code words, euphemisms you can say for driven. Eh? Like it's driven sounds so polite though. Always a very driven gentleman. Just the kind of man you want working at your establishment. Just don't introduce him to anything new. uh, Resistance to change, just a touch. uh, yeah, the painkiller's starting to work, folks. I know I'm not right, but it's starting to work. I don't have a video called Sass Tell, Carter. Hello, Terry. Carter, you got a lot of questions. Are you sneaking up on me, Carter? Are you gonna like appear here? You do realize that I'm armed and dangerous, eh? Uh, no, the music they transmit is bad. They're bad radio station. It's just terrible music. I can't do their music. It's old, really old stuff. It's brutal. It's a brutal radio station. Not my kind of music. Vista's doing work. But you just told me, Vista. The dreaded dresser syndrome. Chest slid into the drawers. I don't understand that one, Norm. We got new people showing up here today. YouTube must have let us out of the box here. Your Samsung freezing up. My computer is still broken. I got to call Dell today, and it is now we're down. We're well. The only option left now is replace my computer, and then I'm gonna have to swap the hard drive out of this one, put it in the other one, which isn't a big deal because everything will work. But officially, the computer is still screwed. This morning, same thing. I went to start the stream for the Egg Recon, and I couldn't go anywhere on the network. So they've replaced the motherboard, and then semi hard drive, which I had to replace and put SSDs in so I could work or do stuff. That don't work. Do stuff and faster, more efficiently, and so it's basically everything's replaced, but the computer still does it. Still does it. So it's so that's a little bit frustrating, you know. Just a touch, just a little frustrating. A lot of frustrations. And I gotta call Andy, the miracle vet, And I gotta ask. I hate asking him for this favor, but I gotta see if he'll drop off a bag of food for Doug, because Doug has no food, or I have to drive to the vet hospital, which I could do now because the pain is less because the painkiller is working. Oh man, I took two of them today. This is gonna be a bad day. It's like I don't like the feeling at night. I'm gonna be wound right out tonight. Well, we don't know if Andy rocks yet until he drops the bag of food off for Doug. I'm gonna really paint up a picture of I'm desperately hurting. Please, Andy, could you please drop a bag of food off for Doug? The only reason you watch my show is because you think I'm funny? Because I'm in pain, or just I am funny? I don't think I'm that funny, Carter. And you need to get some ducks if you have chickens. Actually, you need to get rid of your chickens and get ducks. This is really not a chicken family. I gotta work though, Barbara. The whole idea is I did the painkiller so I could do some work. I gotta get stuff. I mean, sorry, folks, stuff because I don't work. I almost get an egg a day from my ducks, not 3 eggs out of 6 chickens. Your chickens should be laying every day. We're pumping today was low on eggs because everything was cold here last night. -15. I don't know if you saw me start. Yeah, I probably did. I had the stream going then, with everything frozen. How stupid of me, eh? I put the heater in the tub yesterday, but never plugged the other end of the extension cord in. When I got up this morning, I looked outside. I was like, the tub looks frozen. And then I went, oh yeah, it is frozen. I forgot to plug the extension cord at the other end. Oh, you stupid Matt, eh? Some of the things that just slipped my mind here. I think cleaning the barn yesterday is what really did me in. I think that's what it is. I know last night I was done. I watched a movie last night. I don't even know the name of it. Honestly, I don't know the name. And it was really bad and long. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes long. But it was bad. But I watched the whole thing. Oh. Yep, that's the radio station, the music from the 30s. It's hard to listen to them. It's really hard. Oh yeah. I'm starting to feel I got a way of hanging upside down, Terry. But here's my dilemma, folks. Okay, is like I'm gonna go hang out myself. I'm gonna go hang myself. No, I'm not gonna hang myself. I'm gonna go hang myself upside down now because I got the second painkiller into me. But I got a I want Solflex. I've got a Solflex. I bought like 1989, and you could do upside down sit ups on it where you hang upside down by your knees. You don't hang by your ankles, you hang by your knees, which is way easier on you. It doesn't hurt near as much. Uh, but my problem is getting on it. That's the problem. Is like because that's when I'm in this excruciating pain, it's really dangerous to get on it because you can have an accident and fall. That's the problem, and that's when my buddy's table yesterday or the other day, the inversion table, it was like, yeah, a little more controlled for flipping yourself upside down, but my it hurt my ankles too much. The foam padding was garbage. They like I don't understand when they make things like that. They know there's going to be all this weight there, and they put the cheap foam on the pieces that clamp on your foot. Like, it's like spend a little extra money, like probably like $1 more, and they could put like some high density foam, you know, like, well, the Soliflex has. It has super high density foam covered in rubber, covered in rubber, and it doesn't compress. It's super dense foam encased in rubber, and it doesn't. That's what it should be, but that machine was a lot of money back then, so that's probably why it has good foam. But the new everything now is crap foam. I don't like massages. I don't like people touching me, Susie. I'm not a big fan of that. But I'm gonna go hang myself upside down. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go do that actually. I can feel my back. Oh, I can feel it out, but the painkillers, I'm starting to feel no pain, folks. A little bit lightheaded right now, actually. Just a touch. I'm just a touch, actually. It's a little bit high right now, folks. uh, no, Nancy, I'm gonna go upstairs and hang upside down on my the Solflex. It'll hang from my knees, and I can just hang there. Oh, I haven't eaten yet strawberry. I think that's why the painkillers are starting to work so fast. Exactly. I'm a Batman upside down. I'd be like a bat, but I'm going to do it. Now the painkillers are because that's the problem. This morning I was going to go and hang, but the pain was so bad. I was like, I've done it before with the crippling pain, and you can't get on the machine. You sort of like winch, and then when you winch, well, you have accidents. You fall, and I have fallen before, and it hurts like a bugger. A hot tub would be nice. But I'm starting to feel no pain. But I can feel I'm out though. Oh man, it's like my shoulders. And my doctor won't give me drugs anymore because of all this new, all the drug addicts now in the province, and the government's cracking down on the fentanyl. I don't want any fentanyl, but because of all the fentanyl problems, and the opiate problems, and I don't want any opiates, but they just now they're totally gun shy on giving you anything. It's like it's brutal. And I've been with the same doctor since I was like 7 years old. He knows me, and it's like now they're like, no, he won't prescribe weed for me, there, Susie. That's your answer to a lot of problems, isn't it, Susie? Uh, uh, it is abuse, Jasmine, but it's the new rules. So they have these rules now that they don't, which I used to be able to phone this guy up and tell him I need 30 Tylenol threes. My back's sore, and the thing was, you know how long 30 Tylenol threes would last me? I'd get a year out of them because I only need a couple just to get me through the pain, and then I can power through it. But now it's they like he won't even. It's like sorry, can't. They're cracking down. They what the nurse told me that if they don't show that they've actually physically seen you, as in they bill OHIP for an actual examination, when they write the thing, it gets reviewed. And I guess he's been reviewed so much now because he ran his practice by phone for so long because I literally, you know, he treated me by phone calls for I don't know, 30, 20, 25 years, okay? And I never abused the system, never became a drug addict or anything like that. And but now they're cracking down on doctors that don't do an examination before they write the prescription. It's so I gotta actually see them, you know, and they're closed Fridays now because he only works 4 days a week because he's retiring. I'm losing my doctor this year, so I'm going to be like everybody else. I'm gonna have to go to emergency, and then convince a doctor that doesn't know me. And you know, back pain. How many people go to emergency for back pain and look for drugs, and the doctors are like, you can't prove back pain. You know what I mean? It's like, unless they know you, it's like, you know. Anyways. I know, Benita. I'm very frustrated by it actually. The why it's this is like the gun debate. You know what I mean? It's like everybody gets the one rotten apple ruins it for the bunch. It's just life, you know. Or we're always guilty until proven innocent. You know, it's like we're living in a giant prison. You know, it's unbelievable. Times have changed, and not for the better either. All right, folks. I got the painkillers working. I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to go and hang upside down on the machine because I can get on it now without wincing in pain and falling. So that's what I'm on right now, Nancy. Tramadol. That's what I'm doing. I can't do Vicodin. That's a little too much for me. Can't get Vicodin anyways. Or no, Valcodin? Never heard of that one. No. The best effect is when Matt is asking for it. I don't know what. There was a conversation going on in the chat. I was trying to figure it out, but it had nothing to do with me. So I'll just jump back to what I'm going to do here. I'm Carter's really into his chickens in the radio station. I can't have a radio playing, Carter, because I'm live streaming, and if I put a radio and there was music playing, and then I could get copyright strikes, and that's one thing my channel has never gotten yet is a copyright strike. I just specialize in the other strikes, the community violation strikes. So my soap, doing pretty good. I'm only using soap every second day, Norm, so it lasts longer. Sometimes I even skip and go 3 days no soap just so I can make it last, so I can feel rich longer when I open the drawer and I see bars of soap. You know? I need a tiny woman to walk on me? No, I don't need that pain. I need my neck to go back into place. I wish I wish the pinch would move so that the ball of my foot hurt. That's what I'm wishing for right now. I'm wishing for it to move, but for some reason it's stuck in one place, and this is the longest it's ever stuck in one place. My shoulder, okay, my shoulder's bad right now. I can feel it like there's a click, so it might be moving. I just wish it would go to another part of my body instead of like my lower back. It's like that's the thing it's pardon the language, folks, but it's pissing me off. Okay, that's what it's doing. It is very frustrating. Oh, grow some weed. That'll help me today, Richard. A lot of weed comments this morning here. I don't know how that's going to help me today. I plus everything's frozen here. how you grow, and how do I get it to grow in one day and solve my problems? Uh, I'm just giggling to myself. Sorry, folks. Sorry, sorry. Oh, I have a grow up in my house, Richard. Okay, that's illegal. Think of the future. I think of the future all the time, Susie. I'm always thinking of the future because the present sucks so much in pain. I just dream of a future with no back pain. I constantly think about it. I go to bed at night thinking, oh, tomorrow will be a better day. Because I've had that, folks, where I've just woken up and back pain be gone. Like it's just, it can happen. It happens to me that way. It's just like, I just have that magical sleep, and the next day, it's gone. Like I'm just, boom. I'm better. You know, Quaaludes? No, I don't eat Quaaludes. I'm just hoping that I wake up and that's what happens to me because that's how it happens because that's how my back works because that's how I got in pain. It just happened. The pain just started, boom, and it needs to go away the same way. Doug, he's cooking himself in the sun right now, there, River. But thanks for showing concern for me. They send me for an MRI first. For what? For my back? I don't want to go to MRI. I would have to go to the city for that. I ain't going to the city. I'm I get the doctor to watch Egg Recon. Honestly, the doctors, I question their internet abilities. I question a lot of people on their internet abilities. There's a lot of people out there that don't know how to use a browser. You know that, eh? That's why they watch mainstream media. That's why they watch TV. I'm getting my buddy off TV. I got his computer hitched up. I got to get him buy. He's got to buy some more RAM so his computer runs better doing the video. But I'm weaning him off the TV. Finally, years I've been on him about that. That's Keith. I got his computer hitched up to his TV in his rec room, so he could surf. And it was like I told him I said that pretty soon you're going to cancel your TV. Well, not really because his wife watches it, but it's I'm trying to red pill him. I'm feeling better. I can feel the pain going away, folks. It's time for me to sign off and try to get some work done. I'm starting to. I'm going to pay for this later though. Oh man, I hate doing. I wish I would have known it. I was in this bad of shape. I would have done two like right off the start this morning. Because then I do want it this late in the day. It means tonight I'm going to be like wound up. Rub weed oil all over myself. Is that a bit sticky? Uh, or hemp oil. I saw your post this morning, Mindy, that you're in pain today. Actually, when I saw your post, I was like, I was biting my teeth, setting the stream up, and I went to Facebook to post that I was going live with the Egg Recon, and I saw your I guess we could say it was a meme. I don't know how you generate those, but you had one that described my day. Except I didn't have the migraine today, but I did have a headache starting to form from the pain in the barn. I did have the headache start, and then it went away. But it was starting. I was getting a bit of a headache in there from the pain. But I'm getting lots of instructions on how to consume weed here this morning for my situation. You almost think there's a lot of weed people here. Us old folks falling apart. Honestly, I don't like the word weed. I don't like that word. Weed and marijuana, I don't like those two words. I like the word cannabis better because the weed and marijuana has negative connotations to it. It's weaponized, if you know what I mean. We can thank Nixon for that one. I hate when the news calls it that, you know, or pot. I hate that too. It's like I wish the media would use the proper term because when they say pot, weed, marijuana, it's sort of like it's like they're talking down, and there's lots of proof. Like I know people with Parkinson's that it takes their shakes away, you know, and yet the drugs the doctors give them doesn't take the shakes away, you know. Right. And I have people that I know that rely on this stuff for real stuff, for real for good, you know. Oh, your neighbor got your pink T-shirt. Well, that's awful nice of them, eh, Jasmine? So did they give it to you or did they keep it? I told you I mailed it. I wouldn't lie, but that was at Christmas time. I mailed that to you. So they've had it all this time. I never told you. I did a massage chair the other day, Carter. It sort of works, but right now I'm feeling better. But I can feel my back. I can feel the tension. But I'm thoroughly numbed out right now on the drug. It's working. I'm gonna go. I got to. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go do Adele. I'm gonna send this trusted flagger the information he's requesting about the what you call it, what am I doing? The videos. I gotta send that to him, and I'm gonna try to do some artwork. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I got stuff to do. Unfortunately, it's all at a computer. Um, but no, I never get nauseous from the pain. I never had that. Like vomiting, feeling like you're gonna vomit. No, I just I get the giggles from the pain, and then my eyes start to water because I'm on the verge of crying. That's what I get. That's what it's like. That's where I go. That's how I deal with my pain, or my body deals with it. It starts off as a giggle, sometimes a laugh, and then like this morning was my eyes were watering. I was actually crying. It was pretty intense. That's why I turned the camera off on the egg recon. I couldn't do it because I thought I was going to start bawling and have a nervous breakdown because I thought I was. So I was like, turn the camera off, man, just in case. I share a lot, but I really didn't want to share me bawling in pain, feeling sorry for myself. So I thought to avoid getting bashed later by the people who just like to bash, I'll just turn the stream off. You know, I'm on a drug disconnect right now, Tess. Terry, I am. Oh, oh. Was it in the envelope, Jasmine? Like, did he just like keep it in the envelope? Like never washed it, no nothing? $200 flat Earth clues. That'll help me this morning, Terry. Oh boys, I'm starting to get high here, folks. Holy mackerels! Like I'm ready to party. Oh, except I got dry mouth now. Oh man, what a morning this has been. I can't believe it. It's 10:55 and I've just done the craziest ride here today. It's not sticky. You make it. What about the shirt? Jasmine, I asked you a question about the shirt. Was it still in the envelope? No, Susie, I'm not going to do barley sandwiches. What, like, I'd have to go to town to go buy barley sandwiches to have a party here. You know? Ironically, folks, it's like this winter, like because I'm not meant to work at a desk, eh? That's what did me in, was working at a desk. And I had this problem before when I did too much computer work. And this actually happened when I was editing all the time. I had this problem, you know? And I seen when I work hard all the time, like last year live streaming. Think about this, last year all the work I did, with the ducks and everything I did here and go 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 go, but I didn't do any computer work because either I was live streaming or I was just working. You know what I mean? Like I never had to sit at a computer. I never had any back problems because when I went to my doctor to get adjustment, he looked and he says, "You haven't been here in over 16 months." So it's like I'm not meant to work on a chair. You know, no, Terry, I got a way of hanging upside down, Terry. I got a way. I'm gonna go do it after this stream. I'm gonna go hang upside down. I have a way, but the problem is that when I'm in pain, it's too hard to get on the machine to hang upside down because it hurts. You got to have a certain amount of control. I'm still tense though. It feels like I'm all ripped. Like it feels like I've been working out. It's like I'm all hard and it's this pinched nerve. Right? I don't know if you've ever had that where you get a pinched nerve and your whole body goes tense and it's like, oh yeah, you've been working out. You're all tight. No. Oh. Oh, now I'm starting to talk nonsense here. Hi. Oh, folks. Okay. Oh. If I had beer here right now, folks, we could just do a stream. You could watch Matt get crap faced live on YouTube. Just sit here. But I'd have to drink it in coffee mugs because I think you're not allowed to drink live on YouTube. I think if you had a bottle and you were drinking it, that would be an infraction of the new rules. I think it is. I think everything's an infraction now on the rules. I don't think there's anything you can do on YouTube now unless it's kittens, puppies, um, crochet. You know, I don't have any beer here though, Richard. He had it the whole time. He's a 300-pound man. He has no use for it. Oh, he forgot about having it. No, he's a senior. But you got it now. I'm gonna go. Hey, Terry, I don't need to teeter. I got it upstairs. I just gotta go do it. But now I can go do it. I can't even. When I did the table at my buddy's place. It took two of us to flip me back. I got trapped upside down on the machine. I said, I think I need some help, Keith. Oh yeah, no guns too. Yeah, booze, guns, cursing, sex, no fun, just kittens, puppies, and crocheting. And vegan cooking. Forgot about that. Oh no, you can't even do vegan cooking because even vegans get attacked now. Starry's got a YouTube video about shooting. I'm I don't know what's going on. What the it's YouTube is there's something. It's I don't know. I think it's all gone over the edge, folks. It's like doesn't I don't even I can't even figure it out. It's like it's bizarre. It's bizarre, you know. Nothing makes any sense anymore. The world is totally upside down, you know. Wrong is right and right is wrong. It's I was watching news last night after I watched that stupid movie that I watched, and I'm telling you, man, it's 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 bizarre. Nancy, you could be a YouTube star if crocheting is one of your hobbies. Seriously, I'm telling you, Nancy, get a camera, set it up, and just I'm telling you, you just streaming crocheting just on your hands so people could watch you do it. I bet you, honestly, not lying. I bet you could trend. You could trend and probably get tips. You know, like I'm not lying. Or knitting, because these are lost arts. Because these young people don't know how to crochet or knit. You know, I'm. I bet you could trend. People would be tuning in to just to learn. You know, like don't say or do anything unless you offend someone. That's my problem. I offend everybody eventually. Eventually, I start off pretty good, but then I end up going to the offending zone somehow. You know, I'd watch you crochet just to see. My grandmother used to crochet all the time, all the time. She crocheted so much. Her house was full of doilies all over the place that were crocheted. It was crazy. It was nuts. I wouldn't want to have to dust in her house because I like nothing on everything, so you can just wipe it off and it's clean. But her house, she had doilies. The amount of crocheting she did, I remember Nancy. You're bringing back a serious flashback of my childhood. Her house, everything, everything was covered in crochet something. Everything. I'm coming to think of it, folks. It was nuts the amount of stuff that she had in her house. It was Susie. It was her house was nuts for the crocheting. Crochet needles are even dangerous, Debbie, than knitting needles. Well, knitting needles are pretty dangerous because they're long, but the crochet are really pointy and with the hook because you know when you jab them in, you can't pull them back out because it pulls their guts out, eh? So they got to go right through. It's sort of like an arrow, you know. Yes, Jolan, the deer, you saw that too, eh? In the front window of the restaurant, and he butchered it right in front of the vegans. That was awesome. That I I would go to that restaurant to support them just for what he did. You know, butchering the deer leg right in the front window when the vegans were protesting him. And the best was the interview. They were outside doing the interview with all the vegans, and it was like it was bad. Just like these people are not right upstairs. They're not. like, I don't get it. Like some folks, like, I, I guess you could say I'm an animal activist. I am because I don't want to partake in the factory farming situation for animals and the horrid life they live. But I'm not going to force my way on. Like the only way you can save animals from living a horrible life is to not eat them on everybody, because that you can't you can't do that. The best way is to educate people, show them that you can raise animals in a good way, give them a good life, and then eat them because they taste better when they have a good life. And if you show people this, then they will, they might not be able to raise their own animals, but at least they could go and find people that do raise animals in this fashion, and and then that would starve the beast, the factory farms. Then they wouldn't be able to get away with what they get away with. But you know, to force the vegan thing, like if you eat an animal, you're bad. No matter how that animal is raised, no matter how good of a life you give it, you're Satan. You know, I have a problem with that extreme thinking. Like, and I'm pretty stubborn, or driven, or persistent on trying to make people follow my way. But I know you can't make people do stuff they don't want to do, or they really enjoy eating meat. You know. Oh, and that's why I do what I do. This is my way of veganism is an ideology. It's craziness. They've gone right over the edge. You know. But last thing we want, imagine Sharia veganism. Oh, that'd be dangerous, eh? You go to court, and you're thinking, oh, they're gonna cut my hands off because I ate an animal. It's like, oh, the only way you can be saved is if a pig came into the courtroom and saved you. Oh, I'm going down the rabbit hole here now. Oh, it's the drugs. It's the drugs, folks. uh, oh. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye because I'm gonna get myself into trouble now. I'm gonna go and try to do some work. I'm gonna go hang myself upside down right now. Hang myself upside down, and then I'm going to call Dell to let them know that it ain't working. Send me a new computer, and then I'm gonna do some artwork. I'll give you a parting shot. Obviously I'm gonna cook something to eat. I'm gonna give you a parting shot of the dog. Let's see if he'll come. Doug? Doug? Dougie? Doug? 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 Oh, he's so well trained, eh? Come on, Doug. Doug! Doug! Doug, come. Come to your master. Come on, people want to see you. I'm going to end the stream with you. Oh, there he comes. Doug's a little stiff too, eh? You got that hurting shoulder? Oh, that's as far... Okay, people, that's a rotten dog. You got to admit. You got to admit. That is is that telling you, who's in charge? He's 7 feet from me. That's as far as I could get him to get. It's like, man, dog. But you know what? It's that stubbornness that I love about him. Mm-hmm. He acts like an old farm dog. No, he's stubborn, or he's persistent, or driven. I don't think we could call Doug driven. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye, everyone, because he's just proven once again how well I've got him trained, and he's very well trained, as you can tell. See you later, folks.